get the bill, then you drop down dead with a heart attack. It's also more expensive for a riverside. On the right, the blue building with the windows, the architects of this was actually two out-of-the-world Italian window cleaners by the name of Luigi Masvigi and Sally the Chamois. It's home to Channel 5 anyhow. Right, we'll get a bit more serious. In front of us, some of you on this boat today, you've flown thousands of miles around the world to see this. London Bridge. This is it. London Bridge. Before we go through it though, look to the right. In a short moment you'll see Sir Christopher Wren's monument to the Great Fire of London. The wax candle. There it is, standing 202 feet tall. Lay it down in the direction behind us, that would reach a little baker's shop in Pudding Bay, where the Great Fire of London is said to have stopped. But anyway, back to London Bridge. Look, this is it. Look either side, they wrote the name on it, so I'm not lying. This is London Bridge. There's been a London Bridge on this site since the Roman era. The 5th London Bridge to span the river at this point. The previous one got sold to an American company for £1 million. He got taken down, shipped off to America, and re-erected over the man-made Bay of Look to the left, behind the trees, Southwark Cathedral. A famous gent was baptised in there by the name of John Harvard, who later went on to become one of the founding fathers of the Harvard University. Now, look in front of the boat, look at this next bridge, look at it. It's absolutely beautiful. This is the Cannon Street Railway Bridge. This is my favourite bridge. It's not my favourite bridge because it's a bridge, it's because what's underneath it. Right, so look at the bridge, look beneath it to the right, and then there are some windows. These windows, they belong to a luxury health and fitness spa. With any luck, as we go past today, we will get to see some semi-naked people. Now what the architects failed to consider was, is every 5 minutes there's a boat like this going past, with someone like me pointing that out. And some days the views are better than others. Some days we will turn this boat around multiple times to go and have another look. Some days, I wish I never pointed that out. Believe me when I say this. Now, to the right hand side, we have a barge and some containers. This is how we dispose of all of our household rubbish here in London. We can pack them into the containers, all the rubbish into the containers. The containers then get loaded into the barge, and then a tug comes to pick this barge up. Then we ship all this rubbish off to a place called Essex. If anyone is familiar with Essex, it's where we get rid of all of our rubbish.
Yes.
But anyway, in front of us, this bridge, this is the Southwark Road Bridge. It's one of the most underused bridges here in London. They say the approach roads to this bridge, they're so well hidden in the back streets of London. Not many Londoners know this bridge exists. If you do see anyone up there, chances are they're more than likely lost. But once we get through this bridge, in a moment, on the right hand side, there's a white building with 4 columns. Vinters Place, home to the Vinters Company. In that building they have one of the most desirable shops in all of that. And that is testing some of the wines and spirits that go on sale in restaurants in this country. It's a very undesirable job. I'm not sure who wants to work there. I've heard there's a 10-year waiting list to get your CV looked at. I stopped mine in 8 years ago. 2 to go, wish me luck. To the left, look, the circular white building with timber frames and a thatched roof. This is the replica of Shakespeare's Globe and Playhouse Theatre. This is the only building in London to have a thatched roof since the Great Fire. See, all of Shakespeare's best plays acted out in period dress throughout the summer months of the year. It is an open air theatre, so if it does rain, you'll get wet. Now, in front of us, this next bridge, this is the Millennium Footbridge, more commonly known as the Wibbly Wobbly. On its opening ceremony, this bridge, it rocked and swayed so violently, people fell over, people were sick on the people, but fell over. It got shut down to add some stabilisation to it. Look to the right, you can see the magnificent dome of St Paul's Cathedral. If you want a picture of St Paul's Cathedral, get your cameras ready, because you literally only get about half a second to take a picture. So get ready, but there it is, and it's gone again. St Paul's Cathedral, ladies and gents. The magnificent dome of Sir Christopher Wren's masterpiece, completed in 1710, took 35 years to be built. The second largest unsupported cathedral dome in the world, only second to St Peter's in the Vatican City. Stands 365 foot tall, roughly translated for 1 foot for every day. Now, to go in St Paul's Cathedral, ladies and gents, for an adult, £23. If you go on a Sunday, join the service, you don't have to pay a penny. All that will happen is at the end, there'll be a man walking around with a silver bucket asking for donations of the silent kind. You know what I mean? St Paul's Cathedral. Now, in front of us, this is the Blackfriars Railway Bridge. This is a railway station up here. There's a train just coming into the station at the moment. On the roof of the bridge, all the slanted panels, these are solar panels. So this bridge, it does generate a fair bit of its own electricity. It was done for the cost of around £500 million for the Olympics in 2012. It wasn't actually completed until 2013, so money well spent. There's 3 bridges here though, 3 bridges. Nowhere on this river will you find 3 bridges this close together. They quite often get referred to as the Tunnel of Love. It is said, if you turn to a loved one, give them a quick kiss as you go through these bridges, and it will grant you many years of happiness. If you're not with a loved one today, you've always got your husband or your wife. If there's any single women, you're more than welcome to come and give me a quick kiss. No? Any single men? Don't worry, the captain. He's a very open-minded young-ish man. To the right-hand side, we have a large construction site. London is building a super sewage system at the moment. This is part of a £4.3 billion super sewage system they're building. The Thames Tideway Tunnel project. I suppose it's one of the largest infrastructure projects going on in Europe at the moment. But we'll move on from sewage. To the left, there's an orange building in brickwork. This is the Oxo Tower. This is where they once made the famous little stop queue, better known as Mum's Baby. It's not made here anymore. The first 2 floors are shops. There's some luxury, unaffordable housing in the middle. And at the top, there's a fantastic, expensive restaurant by the name of Harvey Nichols. At the top of the building, in the chimney at the top, you can see the word Oxo. They was taken to court over that. You're not allowed to commercially advertise on the banks of the River Thames without paying a fee. This is the Royal Highway. They was taken to court. They said in their defence it was a mere coincidence that spelled the word Oxo. And they won their court case. No idea how. Millions of pounds of free advertising over the years. Now, if you look to the right-hand side, ladies and gents, over to the right-hand side, above the river wall to the right-hand side, we have one of London's little iconic red telephone boxes. You don't see many of these in London nowadays, but this one in particular, I read in the newspaper 2 weeks ago. This one's been converted into a luxury 2-bedroom home. If mile packed the city of London itself. The other boundary point for that was Tower Bridge. This means that we are now entering the city of Westminster. Also on the right, the large white vessel with the yellow funnel, the Wellington, formerly part of the New Zealand Navy. It is now the only floating livery hall in the world for the Honourable Company of Master Mariners. And all it means is that it's basically floating for retired seamen. Now, to the left-hand side, ladies and gents, to the left, there's a grey building coming up. Behind the trees, a grey building with an electronic sign. The National Theatre, London's pride and joy. Now, unfortunately, the National Theatre, it does get voted one of London's ugliest buildings every year by leading architects. Even King Charles himself, he once said on a live television broadcast that that building looks like a monstrous carbuncle. And let's face it, that man does know a thing or two about ugly, doesn't he? Oh, I'm only joking, I don't mean it, ugly buildings, I'm not that old. Now, ladies and gents, in front of the boat, the next bridge, this is the Waterloo Road Bridge, the ladies' bridge of the River Thames. Over 95% of the world say were female, but this bridge was under construction. She also built the longest bridge in central London, which is just over a quarter of a mile, and it was the only bridge in central London to be built on time under budget. Now, the bridge itself, though, it has been faced in a very expensive, self-cleaning Portland stone. So every time it rains here in London, this bridge, it does clean itself, right? So the exterior to the bridge is rather clean for a bridge, in my opinion. As you go through this bridge, look anywhere else around the exterior, and it is absolutely filthy. But once through this bridge, if you look to the right-hand side, behind the trees, the white building with the single flag mast, this is the back entrance to one of London's cheapest bed and breakfasts, known as the Savoy Hotel. It is around £2,000 a night to stay in there.
Oh, that's not the comparative, sorry.
You actually get complimentary English breakfast. That breakfast comes with 2 sausages. That's £1,000 a sausage, ladies and gents. Don't feel too well. Also on the right, there's a stone obelisk, Cleopatra's Needle, one of the oldest things you'll lay your eyes upon in central London today. Dates back over 3,000 years. Once stood at a place called Heliopolis in Egypt. Now, this next bridge in front of us, though, this is the Charing Cross Railway Bridge. As we go through this bridge, there is a train just going across it, ladies and gents. So if you feel any water come down through the bridge, it just means that train has unloaded his toilets. I'm only joking, you'll be fine, don't worry. What we do with this bridge, we've got a bit of a tradition. So what we're going to do, we'll blow the ship's horn, give everyone up here a nice big wave. Right, there's a reason why we do this, so get involved. You ready? Alright, come on, let's have a wave. Come on, have a wave. Come on, hello. More enthusiasm. Come on, hello. This is how we get people not to throw anything down at the boat. Sometimes this works, sometimes it doesn't always. There's another bridge here, so we're going to do it again. Hello, good afternoon. The people that don't play back normally just think that they're companies and are just incredibly good. To the right-hand side, to the right, behind the trees, there's a large white building that looks a bit like a castle. This is Whitehall Court Mansions. It used to be home to the Liberal Club, and nowadays it's part of 2 hotels, the Corinthians and the Scouts Parade Hotel. Staying to the right hand side, another construction site. Just in front of it to the right, just coming into view, there's a large boat with a red, white and blue funnel. The Tattershall Castle, pub on the Thames. Now this boat started its life on this river as a floating arts gallery. This was a floating arts gallery for an entire year. Now, it didn't make much money. So they turned this into something that Londoners love instead. And that's a pub. Especially a floating pub. It made more money in its first weekend as a pub than it did because they was doing some restoration to the building. The bell is now chiming again. So in a moment, ladies and gents, we'll make our first stop to the right, Westminster Pier. After that, we'll head to the London Eye and then back to the Tower. If you're leaving at Westminster, then I kindly ask you to either take a seat, remain where you are, or hold on to something whilst we put this boat safely into this pier. But do use this opportunity to double check, make sure you have all of your belongings with you. Do not leave anything behind to spoil your day. Cameras, bags, mobile phones, wallets, hats, sunglasses, husbands, wives and children. Hope you've enjoyed the commentary. If you have, my name is Jack. If you've not, my name's Jim Bob, alright? But what I'm getting at, ladies and gents, if you would like to show any appreciation for my efforts as a guide, as you exit the boat, I'll be standing there in the tried and tested traditional